Hello, hello. Welcome back to Online Learning with Miss Castillo and Miss Carranza. Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Welcome back. Remember that on Wednesdays you have library. Please be sure that you are checking Miss Walton's page, and art club is at 2 o'clock. Today we are talking about science, so please remember to go on to Imagine Math. This week we started talking about birds, right? So we're going to go ahead and keep talking about birds for the week. However, we're also going to be talking about fish and how they are the same and how are they different. So the objective for today is to compare and contrast the characteristics of birds and fish. And in order to help us get started, I'm going to read a book that I found that I think will help us a lot with this activity that we're going to be doing. So this book is called Am I Like You? So I want you to listen to the things that the little boy is saying that he feels are the same like the birds in the story. The book is called Am I Like You by Laura Erickson and Brian Socklin. Pictures by Anna. I am myself. That is a good thing to be. There is nobody else in the world quite like me. The same goes for creatures that live in the woods, each of them different, like us as they should. My mother and I love to wander around and visit with birds in trees and on ground. Some birds are so friendly, some birds are so smart, while others are bold and make nests just like art. We play a new game called Am I Like You? When we meet a new bird and see what they do. This game that we play, through the woods that we hike, what birds are like us? What birds are we like? Ever hear of the early bird that catches the worm? It's the robin it's based on. Of this we are firm. I wake up real early and sing before dawn. By first light I'm eating all the worms on your lawn. From autumn to spring I wander around, hanging out with my friends wherever berries are found. My kind don't mind blizzards, and we cope with the heat. We all stay together if there's plenty to eat. Over there in a bush, with a black and white suit, we spy a young chickadee, so small and so cute. I'm curious and clever, and I store food away, just in case I get hungry on a cold winter day. I don't like to travel, I stick to one place. But if you are a stranger, I'll show you my space. Come join with my flock mates, we'll hang out all day. But I'm a loner come bedtime, so at dusk, go away. Up on a branch a red cardinal we see. Don't get any closer, or he's likely to flee. My song sounds like pretty, pretty, cheer, cheer, cheer. It means, this land is my land, you get out of here. If a scary big predator comes close to my nest, I'll fly at it and chase it. I'm as brave as the best. I suppose I seem cranky, living life on my own. But if you are my family, you can stay here all day. Over there we see blue, but we best keep our distance. Jays are very protective. We'll defend in an instant. Our feathers look great, but our brains might be greater. We stash away food and find it months later. If you are a blue jay, I will call you my friend. But if you are an owl, I will bug you no end. I eat acorns and peanuts and suet that's sticky. Also seeds, grains, and fruit. I'm not very picky. A hawk circles above, red tail on display, sharp eyes to the ground while he searches for prey. I'm fiercely protective of my chicks till they're grown, but the rest of the year I live all alone. My vision is perfect from high in the sky. I can spot a small rodent, even you passing by. If you are a mouse, then I'll have to be ruthless. I eat with my talons because I am toothless. So small and so fast, like spies under cover. Hummingbirds are so zippy. But look, still as they hover. I'm so cute and so tiny. Folks think I am sweet, but I am feisty and bossy. I am not what I eat. I chase away animals, giant and small. I don't like to share, not with any at all. I spend my days flying from flower to flower and migrate long distance. Oh, sweet flower power. Over there in the pond, two geese, there they are. So silly they sound when they honk like a car. I can get where I'm going on air, land, or water, and we fly in the sky in a V-shaped flight order. A stray goose will get lonely, but that won't last for long. Other flocks will say, Welcome, come join our song. We're strong and bold too. In big bunches we linger, but don't get too close or we'll nip at your finger. Landing there in the lake, ducks waddle and quack. Hey, here they all come. They must want a snack. I swim in the water, take walks in the park. I nap when I want to, by day or by dark. I live in a flock. We ducks stick together, eat, sleep, and be merry in good or bad weather. I go bottoms up to catch food in the lake, and I mooch food from people. You give, and I'll take. Look over there, great blue heron we found, standing patiently quiet and not making a sound. Do you ever go fishing or try to catch frogs? I can stand still for hours on the shore or on logs. I am waiting for dinner to come swimming on by. Then I'll strike just like lightning. And fishy, bye bye. My mate and I build our fine nest out of sticks, way up high in a tree where we raise all our chicks. We hear a sweet coo from the barn roof above. It could be a pigeon or its cousin, the dove. Some people don't like me. They call me a rat. Others keep me for racing. I'm splendid at that. I saved many soldiers a long time ago. Now I must live near people, 'cause that's all I know. I nest on your buildings, on a farm, or downtown. If you toss out some breadcrumbs, then I'll quickly fly down. It's getting towards dusk, and an owl we hear, just a hoot, not a holler, and so wise they appear. I spend the day roosting in a tree way up high. I peek out to watch the world passing by. At night I come out to catch moths and mice, and I might take a bath to clean up some lice. I have to be careful if a big owl I see. They have to eat too, but I prefer it's not me. It's time to go home and decisions are due, but with so many birds, hard to pick when it's true. Each of them different in their own special way. Just like everyone else, let me think if I may. What bird am I like? What bird is like me? A tough little blue jay or a cute chickadee? Maybe I'm smart like an owl, and I do love to talk. Maybe I'm brave like a cardinal, and I see like a hawk. My mom picked a robin 'cause she gets up real early. She has so many friends, and she never acts surly. But today I feel silly, playful, fun, and real loose. Just don't get in my face. Oh my gosh, I'm a goose. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that cute little story. I just thought it was so fun how he was looking at all the different things about the birds and kind of finding some way that he was like them. So, like I mentioned, that's what we're going to do today, but we are focusing on the animal that we talked about last week, which is the fish, and the animal that we started talking about this week, which is the bird. So for this, we're going to go over the characteristics of the fish and the birds, just so you can have a quick idea of how are they the same or how are they different. So number one says, fish must live in water. So as I'm going through these, start thinking about, okay, do both of them do that? Does only one of them do that? Which one of them does that? Fish must live underwater. Number two, fish are cold-blooded. Number three, fish have fins and scales. Number four, fish are vertebrates. Number five, fish lay eggs. And number 6, fish breathe by passing water through gills. Now let's look at the birds. And as I go through these, think about again. Okay, so the ones that we just read about fish, which ones sound the same? Which ones only the birds do? Which ones only the fish do? Birds lay hard shell eggs. Birds take care of their babies. Birds have feathers. Birds have 2 wings and 2 legs. Birds are warm-blooded. Birds are vertebrates. And birds do not have teeth. So, for today's activity, we are going to be comparing the 2 animals. So what I have for you is a Venn diagram. And I know that you guys have seen this a lot, especially with Ms. Carranza. So that's what we're going to be applying here today. We are going to compare the characteristics of birds and fish. I want you to think about, how are they the same? How are they different? You're going to complete this Venn diagram. So on one side, you're going to have it just for the birds, and you can draw a little picture kind of like there. And on the other side is going to be just for the fish. Now, in the middle is where you're going to write things that are the same. So I have an example right here. So I know that both birds and fish lay eggs. So this is one of the things that they have the same, right? Para esta actividad van a estar comparando los 2 animales, los pájaros y los peces. Quiero que pienses cómo son iguales, en qué se diferencian. Vas a completar este diagrama. En un lado vas a escribir solamente las cosas que hacen los pájaros o que tienen los pájaros. En el otro lado solamente sobre los pescados. Pero en medio estamos escribiendo las cosas que tienen igual. Por ejemplo, yo sé que los 2 ponen huevos. Esa es una de mis cosas que voy a dejar aquí. Okay? After you finish, you're going to take a picture. Make sure that I can see what you are writing. Please, boys and girls, this is very important for Ms. Carranza and I, so we can be able to assess what you are doing. Okay? Por favor, asegúrese cuando estén tomando la foto que se mire claramente las palabras que estás escribiendo. Alrighty, y con eso, with that, I say hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, and I look forward to seeing your activity. Bye.